The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Back to throw now on first down. It's caught by Sanders. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36. They'll set up to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And a short return to the 6-yard line. He was looking for Watkins that time. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4. Prescott. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. On after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. He'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw him on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going, and being able to make a play on the football.
Here's 2nd and 8. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. A big play there for Philly. And even 40 yards. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his first touchdown on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're probably lucky to only be down 7-0 as they come up 1st and 10. He's got the connection to Cooper. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, his 4th touchdown on the year. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Right back to Sanders on first down. As Sanders has it poked free. It's picked up by the Cowboys, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble.
What's up?
What we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. 2nd and 6. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. 7-7, our score after one. A first down carry by Elliott. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. He's going to look deep down the field. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
132 fighter.
2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they? And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. And not a blitzer, but still able to get there from a strong safety position.
Yeah, I think that was a great example of what they call football IQ. Recognizing he was open, had a chance, and went ahead and got to the quarterback.
This is fielded at the 7. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. 2nd and 13. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
He sets to fire deep. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Second and 3. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Eluding the pressure right. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Sammy Watkins with touchdown number 8 on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Elliott good on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well,
else. And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. That is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead is now 21-14. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Back to throw. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s. back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And Cooper able to work his way open. That's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys! Amari Cooper with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Bullock good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock down and go to the locker room.
Going deep here for Watkins. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel somewhat.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now a carry for Sanders. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Here's Sanders. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Now back to throw. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Well, they only had a yard to go. They try to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting, understanding a few tendencies and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot, and they dialed up the pressure and got to him.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And he's going to get this all the way up to the 30-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Elliott. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 68 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen.
PSN code,
almost
please.
Insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Well, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Finding room inside the 40. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Ready. First down and go. That's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score Cowboys 60 Pittsburgh. Eagles 14. Don't get nervous. Deep river.
They'll look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Sammy Watkins the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Back to throw here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. His first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles get a score closer. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. He's going to air one out. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Ronald Darby. Cooper was the intended target. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
They'll set up a throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll look to throw here. They'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. They go to Elliott again. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. He may try and run for this. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. That one will go for 9 yards and a 1st down on the keeper. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Dallas, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia.